Okay, so welcome to Python Challenges. This is difficulty level 4, and we'll be looking at iteration throughout the most of these challenges. And again, remember these build up, so you'd be expected to use maybe some sequencing in here, some selection, obviously variables, user inputs, and things like that. One thing that you need to be using throughout a lot of these challenges now is this sort of planning sheet. You can find it on the link to the resources. This planning sheet just enables you to think through a program before you start to program it. So think about what are the requirements, a little couple of bullet points, what they do, what possible variables or constants do I need, and a little tick list. Do you need to use selection? Do you need to use some of these things in here? Now, some of them are not covered yet in these challenges, but that's what we need to think about. So have a think about this planning sheet so you're really clear on some of the challenges that you can use. Okay, so the next is this, you try some of this code out. So type this code in. Before you press run, have a little predict to see if you think you know what it can do. All right, so you should have had a go at this. You should get it working. So we can see here, the first one will loop until the user enters Spider-Man, and then it won't, because this is the key thing here. So it's saying is not equals to. So everything else, it'll loop for everything else. The only thing it'll end for is this. The same thing here again, but what it uses is a different method. So it uses this while true and the break method and continue to make it go back to the top here. So if you access this if statement, again, the not equal sign, it's going to keep going. If you're not, then it will break it. This is a for loop here. So a for loop is a definite type of iteration, so we know how many times it's going to run for. So this is going to execute 10 times. It obviously starts at 0 here and runs through. The next one, this only prints out the even numbers because we've got our 2 here. You can experiment by changing some of these numbers as well. These are all variables you can change. And then this method here with the -1 at the end does the count, but in reverse. There's the code there as well for you to have a look at.